So welcome to our Grow with GoGo series. Just a reminder about some of the GoGo services available. So with one phone number, something's happening with my screen. Well, with one phone number, you can access rides, meals, groceries, medication delivery, and home services. And all you have to do is call one phone number, and that number is 855-464-6872, and you can access all of these services. Also a reminder that we have a Facebook group, and so you can meet other go-goers on Facebook, continue conversations there, share successes and photos and other things going on in your life. It's just a nice way to connect with other people. If we have not met, I'm Adra. I teach the Grow with GoGo series. So here for our yoga and our functional fitness. So today is functional fitness. All you need is a chair or wall, something that you can support your body with for balance. I'm using a pair of light weights, but you can also go ahead and grab water bottles, cans, or nothing at all. You don't actually need to have weights if you don't want to. Before we get moving, does anybody remember the move of the week? I'm seeing some of the facial reactions of no, it's okay. I don't always remember either.
Senior moments have taken over.
Yeah. Any guesses for our functional fitness move of the week?
Did it have to do with picking things up, bending down and picking things up from the floor? I forgot the name of that.
Yeah, so that was the week before.
Oh, okay.
Or the previous session. So yes, good. I mean, that's good memory, Bertha, that you remembered that we did that.
Yeah, but I'm off target.
Something to do with our ankles and feet.
Circles.
Close, not circles. What else can we do with our ankles and feet?
Picking out.
Oh. Heel and toe, up and down.
Yeah, heel raises. Who said that? Norma. Okay, yeah, well done. Whoops, just throwing my weights around. Heel raises. We'll get a chance to have another move of the week after we get moving now. And hopefully we'll all have a better memory for this next one, but well done, Norma. All right, so let's go ahead and get it. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So hopefully now I'm the big picture and not the other screen. If you're not seeing me, you can go to the top right-hand corner of the screen. You've got top right-hand corner of your screen, and that'll say something that says view. And you can change that to speaker view instead of gallery if you want my picture to be bigger. You could also have it at gallery if you want to see more of your fellow go-goers exercising with you. And with that, we will get started. So grab whatever items you need. We're going to start standing. So most of this class is standing. Most of our yoga class is seated. So finding a position, planting those feet, we'll inhale, circle those arms out to the side and up towards the ceiling, just stretching tall. And then exhale, lower those arms back down. Inhale, arms circle out and up. And exhale, arms lower down. One more time. Inhale, arms circle out and up. And exhale, arms lowered down. Without moving the body, go ahead and just notice how you hold your weight on your feet. Is the weight to one foot more than the other? Is the weight more forward, back, to one side, outer edges, inner edges of the feet? Just notice, where do you hold your weight? It's always really interesting to see how we position ourselves. And then let's play around with seeing first if we can sort of even out that weight. See if there's a way that you can allow your weight to be even, right to left, front to back, that you're really pressing down equally. And then allow your weight to shift forward. Let the weight shift into the balls of the feet. So the weight is even right to left, but now you're really far forward, onto the toes, onto the balls of the feet, and then back onto the heels. And do that a few times, forward and back. So it feels really subtle, but you're letting that weight shift forward and back. And then find that even weight front to back. And then sway your weight side to side, right to left. Can you sway right to left while continuing to find that even weight front to back? Pause in the middle, finding that even weight front to back, right to left. We'll inhale, bend the knees and lift those shoulders up towards your ears. So it's kind of like a little baby squat with the shoulders up. And then exhale, straighten those legs as you lower your shoulders down. Inhale, bend the knees, shoulders lift up towards the ears. Exhale, straighten the legs, shoulders drop. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. And exhale, straighten. One more time. Inhale, bend the knees, shoulders lift. Exhale, straighten those legs, shoulders drop. Let's inhale, open up the chest. Lift the sternum towards the ceiling, reach your tail back behind you. So it's kind of a back bend. And then exhale, round your back, tuck your tail, and give yourself a hug. So finding some motion in our spine. Inhale, open up. And exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Go ahead and release the arms alongside the body and begin to bend side to side. So stretching one finger or one hand down your leg, and then the other hand down your leg. As you bend side to side, can that weight stay even on your feet? And then back to center. Let's find cactus arms. So bending those elbows 90 degrees and soften your knees a little bit here. So soft bend in the knees. Try and keep your lower body from moving and move just your upper body as you rotate and twist. So is it possible to keep that lower body still as you twist your upper body? And then come back to center. Release the arms, take your legs wider, wider than your shoulders. And now we're gonna let our arms rest and twist our entire body. Now lower body moves with the upper body. Just letting those arms swing freely, comfortably, really just warming up the entire body. So a heel can lift off the ground. So as you twist to the right, maybe that left heel lifts. And as you twist to the left, maybe that right heel lifts. And make your way back to center. Keeping those legs wide, Toes are pointing slightly out, heels are in. We're going into some wide squats. So we'll bend those knees, reach those arms forward, hips go back as we inhale. You decide how low you go. Exhale, push down into the feet to rise. Inhale, bend the knees, arms reach forward, hips go back. Exhale, straighten the legs to rise. Keep going at your own pace. I'm going to turn so that you get a different angle, but you do not need to move. You stay where you are. So hips are going back, torso comes forward to counterbalance that weight of the hips. Couple more times. And then come on up. Let's grab our weights. If you don't have weights, that's okay. Grab water bottles, cans, or nothing at all. Still plenty of work to do these movements without weight. So grabbing the weights, we're going to bend those elbows and have those hands by our shoulders. We're going to do some presses, overhead presses. So straightening those arms towards the ceiling and then bending those elbows. If this is tiring or too much, maybe you do one arm at a time. Or maybe you do this seated. Or maybe you get rid of those weights. Couple more times. All right, lower those weights down. Keep holding on to the weights. Do a couple of shoulder rolls back. And shoulder rolls forward. Then allow your shoulders to relax. We're going to combine those two movements that we've just done. So those squats, the wide-legged squat, with the overhead press. So we'll take those feet wide again, so slightly wider than the shoulders. Toes can point slightly out. We're going to bend those elbows so that the hands are by the shoulders. We bend the knees, hips go back into our squat. You decide how low you go. And then as you straighten your legs, arms straighten towards the ceiling. We bend the knees and lower the arms. As you inhale, exhale, straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Keep going. Again, you can always take a break by doing no weights. You could do one arm at a time. You could skip some of the presses. All right, give that a break. Lower the arms. Let's put the weights down for a moment and shake it off. Okay, we're moving into a little bit of balancing. So now's the time to place yourself behind your chair or by a wall or by a table, just to give yourself some support. I have two hands on my chair, but you could just do one hand, that's fine. Doesn't matter what direction you're facing. I'm sideways just so you can see pretty well. Standing on your left leg, you're going to bend your right knee and lift your right foot behind you. So my knees are right next to each other. As I bend my right knee, I try not to move my pelvis, try not to change the shape of my spine. And you're going to continue to bend the knee, pulling the heel towards your glutes. So we're trying to activate these hamstrings these muscles in the back of your leg. Knees are next to each other. Pelvis is still, so try not to arch your back or stick your bum out. Try not to lift your chest too much. So everything tries to stay neutral as you bend the knee, heel towards your glutes. So hopefully you can feel some of that muscle working. Go ahead and release the leg. We'll switch sides. Standing on your right leg, we bend the left knee. Again, knees are next to each other. Pelvis tries not to move. Torso stays still. Spine stays still. You can keep bending the knee as much as you'd like, making sure those knees stay next to each other. So don't let that left knee float forward. And lower down. Now, if you want more challenge, you can do this without holding onto your chair, or maybe you're holding on with just pinkies or just one hand. So maybe you're still holding, maybe you're holding just a little bit, maybe you're not holding at all. Standing on your left leg, bending the right knee, reaching that right heel towards your glutes, keeping those knees right next to each other. Try not to change the shape of your spine as you do this. Bend as far as you comfortably can go. And then release the legs, switching sides. Standing on that right leg, balancing or holding on. Bend the left knee, knees stay next to each other, heel reaches towards the glutes. Pelvis stays still, spine stays still. And back down. We're doing one more time each side. Standing on your left leg, bending the right knee, right heel moves towards the glutes. Think about dropping your tail downward between the legs. And release. Last one, stand on the right leg, bend the left knee, tail drops down as you bend the heel or bend the knee, heel towards the glutes, spine stays the same. And release, shake it off. All right, we're moving into some lunges. Please don't do this with socks on because they make it quite slippery. So unless you have sticky socks or shoes are fine. But I don't want anyone slipping around. You don't need your weights for this. It's helpful to have your wall or your chair with your left hand on it. So left hand on the wall or left hand on your chair. We're going to step the right foot forward and the left leg back. Your feet are about 2 feet apart. So right leg is forward, left leg is back. My left hand is on the chair. All 10 toes are facing forward, back heel is off the ground. Torso is upright. We're bending both knees, letting your body lower directly down towards the earth. It's up to you how low you go. Maybe you go all the way down, maybe you're going down just an inch, and then straighten those legs. So we bend the knees, lowering down, and straighten. More challenge, stop holding on, right? So you don't have to hold on unless you want to, right? Be safe with your body. And it's up to you how low you go. The lower you go, the harder it will be. But be nice to your body, be nice to your knees. So if anything is painful, don't push through it. Make the movement smaller. Two more. Next time your legs are straight, you'll pause. Hand back to the chair if you've been balancing and step forward. Back foot meets the front. Turn around, we switch sides. So now right hand finds your chair or the wall. Left foot steps forward, right leg steps back. Your feet are approximately 2 feet apart, give or take a foot. It just depends on how long your legs are. All 10 toes face forward, back heel is off the ground. Torso stays upright. We bend both knees. It's up to you how low you go. And straighten both legs. Bend and straighten. Keep going. Again, if you want more challenge, you make the movement bigger, so you go all the way down, or you let go of your chair or wall for more balance challenge. Couple more. Next time your legs are straight, go ahead and hold on to your support if you're not holding on, and step forward, back foot meets the front. Shake it off and grab your weights. We're going into some bicep curls. We'll do some traditional bicep curls. So palms face forward. And we bend those elbows, hands move towards the shoulders, and then lower the arms back down. If this is feeling really easy for you, I recommend that you imagine that you're moving through some kind of resistance. So something sticky, some honey, peanut butter, water. Create some resistance to increase the challenge. If this is feeling hard, maybe alternate doing one arm and then the other. As you continue to do more bicep curls, begin to notice the weight on your feet. Can you continue to have that even weight front to back, right to left, as you do your curls? Couple more. All right, let's put those weights down alongside the body and then put them back down onto your chair or table or wherever. We're gonna do one more set of the lunges. So we're going back to the lunges and then we'll do those bicep curls once again. So back to the lunges. Left hand is on the support, right foot is forward, left leg is back. All 10 toes face forward. If you want more challenge during these lunges, I should have mentioned this, you can hold your weights. You can hold your weights for that, but that's only if you have the balance to not hold on. So if you're feeling wobbly, or if it was quite challenging the first time around, please keep holding on, don't hold your weights. If you do want more challenge, you're welcome to hold your weights as you do these lunges. Right foot is forward, left foot is back. All 10 toes face forward, back heel is off the ground. We bend both knees, lowering down as far as you want, and then we come back up. So exactly what we were doing earlier, second time around. Maybe notice, is it easier or harder the second time? All right, next time your legs are straight, find that balance. Feel free to hold onto your chair, step forward, and we turn around to switch sides. So this time, left foot is forward, right leg is back. You're either holding onto your chair, or maybe you're holding those weights for a little bit more challenge, but only if balance feels okay. We bend those knees and straighten. At your own pace. So don't worry about my speed or anybody else's. Move at your pace. All right, next time those legs are straight, go ahead and step forward. bringing those feet back together. All right, second round of those bicep curls. So grabbing those weights if you don't have them. Palms turn to face forward. And we bend and straighten those elbows. Try and keep the elbows still in space. And by that, I mean, of course, they're still bending and straightening, but they're not swinging about, right? That's what I'm doing is what you're not wanting to do, right? They're not swinging. We want them nice and still. So the elbows or the upper arms find a position they're happy in and they stay there. All right, let's put those weights down. Moving into some side lunges. So I'm going to do this without support, but if you find that balance is quite tricky, you can always have a chair in front of you. I'm not going to do that just because it'll be hard for you to see, but you can hold on to a wall in front of you or a chair in front of you if you need it. Legs go wide. So wider than your shoulders and wider than that squat that we did earlier. Toes point out, heels are in. We're going to bend one knee, hips go back, the other leg is straight. So one knee is bent, one leg is straight, and we come up. The torso leans forward to counterbalance your hips. I'm going to give you a side view. So we go to the other side, we bend one knee, other leg is straight, hips go back, torso comes forward and up. So alternating here, right and left, bending one knee, and then the other at your own pace. Do maybe one more time each side so you're even right to left. And then bring those legs back together. We're going to do that again in a minute, but we're going to do some upper arms or arms before we go back to that. So grabbing your weights once again. We're going to bend our knees and let the hips come back, bringing your torso forward. So my spine is still nice and long, so it's not a curved or round back. My back stays straight as I bend my knees and let the hips hinge. Right, so it's not a spinal movement. The spine stays exactly the same, even though the torso is now coming closer to the earth. From there, we bend our elbows towards the ceiling. We're going to do tricep kickbacks. So we straighten the arms back behind us, and then we bend them again. So arms straighten, and they bend. Keep going. This is feeling hard. You can lift your torso up. That will make it easier. So the higher your torso is, the less difficult it is. The lower your torso is, the harder it will be. Try and keep those elbows still. So the elbows lift up towards the ceiling and then they stay there. And it's just the lower arm that's moving. The upper arm maintains its position. Couple more. All right, and coming up. Woo, I felt those. We're going back into those side lunges. You can do this without the weights like we did before, or you're welcome to hold the weights in front of your chest. So if you want a little more challenge for those side lunges, you can hold both of your weights in front of your chest. Otherwise, put the weights down. Legs go wide, feet wider than those hips, toes point out, heels are in. We bend one knee, hips go back, other leg is straight. Then we straighten that leg and come back up. We bend the other knee, hips go back. And up, keep going. Side lunges. Keep breathing, almost there. Let's go for about one more time each side. And once you're even, bring those legs back together. Whew. All right, we're going into our tricep kickback. So doing that exercise we just did previously with the arms. So hinging from the hips, so spine stays exactly the same, the knees can bend a bit. We'll bend those elbows so the elbows go close to the ceiling, as high up towards the ceiling as they can. The elbows stay where they are as you straighten your arms and bend. Feel free to alternate arms if this is becoming too intense. Feel your abdominals supporting your back so core is engaged. All right, and putting your weights down. We're going to go into some more balancing work. So feeling free to find your chair or wall for support. We're going to stand on a tightrope. So stepping your right foot in front of your left like you're standing on a balance beam or a tightrope. So we're holding onto our chair or our wall. All 10 toes face forward and you're standing on a balance beam or a tightrope. Your feet are close to each other, so that heel, that front heel is almost touching the toes of the back foot. Not quite, but almost. Spine is long, and then once you feel steady, maybe you just hold down with 1 or 2 fingers. If that feels okay, maybe you just hover your hands above your chair. Couple of deep breaths here, standing on your tightrope. Then hands come back to your chair if you've lifted them. Take note of which foot is in front. We're switching. So other foot comes in front, standing on our tightrope or balance beam. All 10 toes are facing forward. We're holding on to the chair first. So find your balance, holding on first. And then if you feel steady, maybe you're holding on with just 1 or 2 fingers, or maybe you're hovering your hands above your chair. Hands come back to your chair. Go ahead and step those feet next to each other. We're going to go back into some balancing, standing on one leg. So standing on your right foot, let's bend the left knee. Left foot comes off of the ground. You can bend it however you'd like. So I don't really care here. I just want you to focus on the balance aspect. We're pushing firmly into the ground with that right foot. So right foot firmly presses into the earth. Left foot is off the ground. You're holding on to your chair. If you'd like, maybe you're holding on with just 1 hand. Maybe you're holding on with 1 finger, or maybe you're hovering your hands. So go to your challenge, right? Make this a little bit difficult, but not unsafe. It should be safe. Hands back to your support. Step the left foot down. And we switch. Stand firmly onto your left foot, lift the right foot off the ground. Lift the foot however you'd like. Firmly push that left foot into the earth. And then maybe you're holding on with both hands. Maybe you're holding with one. Maybe it's just a few fingers, or maybe you're hovering your hands. Hands come back to your support and step down. We're going to do that again, and we're doing it again because this is the move of the week. The move of the week is standing on one foot. So once again, standing on your right foot, lift your left foot off the ground however you'd like. You're first holding on to your supports, and then if you want, you hold on with just one or two fingers, or you hover those hands. You can incorporate this move of the week throughout your day, throughout your week. Maybe you're in the kitchen, you have your hands on the counter. You can stand for a moment on one leg, practicing your balance, and then try the other leg. All right, we will try the other leg. So hands come down, step your left foot down, lift your right. We're firmly planting that left foot into the earth, balancing, and then maybe hovering the hands or holding on with one or two fingers. So anytime that you think you might be able to incorporate this into your life, I want to encourage you to do that. Even if you're still holding on to a wall, to a table, to a chair, to a counter, it's still good to practice being able to shift your weight to one foot. And just make sure that you do both feet though when you're practicing throughout the week. All right, bringing that foot back down. Both feet on the earth. Hands come to your chair or to your wall. We're going to walk those feet back and create kind of an upside down L position. So the walking the feet back until the hips are just above the ankles, torso is parallel-ish to the earth, arms are outstretched. If that's not possible, torso can be higher. You can also have bent elbows. Elbows can be pushing into the chair, or you could have bent elbows with your hands pushing into the wall. Couple of deep breaths. Go ahead and walk your feet forward. Standing tall, we're going into a calf stretch. Hands stay to your chair or to the wall. Step your right foot back behind you. Push your right heel into the earth. Bend your left knee. So left knee is bent. Back leg is straight. Then we'll switch sides. Step the right foot forward. Left foot steps back. All 10 toes face forward. Feet are about 2 feet apart. Front knee is bent. Back leg is straight. And then we step forward. Back foot meets the front. You can step away from the chair. We'll inhale, circle the arms out to the side and up towards the ceiling. Palms touch, exhale, hands lower down towards the chest. 2 more times. Inhale, arms circle out and up, reaching tall. Exhale, bend those elbows, palms touch as they lower towards your heart. 1 more. Inhale, arms circle out and up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Give yourself a round. Wonderful job, everyone. Thanks for joining me today for our functional fitness class. Does everyone remember the move of the week?
Wrist circles.
No, not wrist circles.
No?
Maybe
Wrist?
yoga. Maybe that's for yoga.
I don't know.
No, but I mean, the move
Standing on one
standing on
foot.
one foot. Okay.
standing on one foot.
All right.
But Vivi, it might be wrist circles for yoga, for all I
Pardon?
know. That might be yoga's move. I'm not positive though.
Okay, I'm getting mixed up. But I do have a question. I
Yeah.
wanted to go back and do the yoga the other day when it said I could, but when I go in there, it doesn't show the one from last week. How do I do it?
Well, I'm not positive.
Okay.
I think they get uploaded on you. You're looking on YouTube, right?
Yes, that's what it told me when I pressed it.
Yeah, we
Uh,
we have a delay on the uploads of the video, so we will be
Oh,
uploading them this week. I do apologize for that.
no, that's
Um,
okay. Okay. I thought it was me doing something wrong. That's why I wanted to question
No,
it. Okay.
I'll go ahead and upload them today for sure, okay? So it'll be available today.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay.
thank you.
Okay.
So yeah, if anyone else has any other questions,
No, I'm going. Thank you. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. I
don't do your Facebook because I was hacked. Is it all right if is there any other way of communicating?
Well, so the Facebook group is a way to communicate with kind of the outer GoGo world. But if you have questions, specific questions for GoGo, you can always reply to the email that gets sent to you for these invites. You get the calendar invite or the invite to go to yoga. You can always send a message to GoGo that way.
I did not get an invite today. Fortunately, I saved last week's link. So I'd like to be remembered to be on the list, please.
Yeah, sometimes. Go ahead,
I do
V.
apologize. Can you try to, I'm gonna DM you privately on Zoom so you can provide me your email and then I can check to see what happened, why you didn't receive it. But you for sure should have received it this week. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and DM you now, okay?
Thank you.
And that goes for everyone. If you don't get the invite, you can always go to a previous invite and click there, because if you don't get the invite, it's not on purpose. It's something is going on in our system. We want you here. So definitely just log in using a previous session, and that's totally fine. But we do want to know if you're not getting the invite. So thank you for letting us know, Norma. Any other questions? I see where it says Pete Jacobson and Nancy. It looks like you were moving your mouth, but you're on mute. And now you're not on mute, but we still can't hear you, or I can't. You can also put something in the chat if that's easier. The chat is that kind of speech bubble that's on the bottom of your screen. Where do we go on YouTube to access the class? I think V will be able to put in the chat a link to the YouTube channel, and then you can access classes. So you have all the past recordings of functional fitness and yoga, and then we also have a few recordings of some meditation classes that I pre-recorded. Any other questions while we get the link for the YouTube? Oh yeah, so there's the link for the YouTube.
It's every other Wednesday, correct? The exercise?
So yeah, the functional fitness is every other Wednesday, and then on the other days, there's still class. It's yoga.
Oh, okay.
So the yoga class is almost completely seated. We maybe stand up for 5 minutes, whereas the functional fitness, like we did today, is mostly standing.
I didn't even know you did yoga, so that's cool.
Yeah, and it's the same link, so you can just join the same exact group. Next week will be yoga.
Oh.
How long is this actual class? Because it took me a long time to get in. I think I missed the 5 or 10 minutes.
So the class, we start at 9, and we usually at 9:05 we start moving. So at 9, I give our little spiel about GoGo and all the things that you need for today or for the class. And then at 9:05, we start moving, and then we move until about 9:45. Or sorry, I know everyone's in different time zones, so I should say this more like we have 5 minutes, log in, you have 5 minutes to sort of get settled, and then we move for about 40 minutes. And
Okay.
then we have 15 minutes to chat and check in and answer any questions.
Yeah, my
Okay.
time was at 11.
Any
Thank
other questions?
Very much, because I have leg problems. I'm doing most of it sitting down, but I've adapted. And it's so nice to get the body moving, even though parts of the body are saying, no, no, no.
I'm
Yeah,
so
I
happy.
hear
you're moving. And I'm glad
that.
you're adapting.
It's more motivating with other people than by yourself.
Totally agree, Karen. So much easier when there are other people joining you.
Have a delicious week, everybody, and be safe. And I'm waiting for the snow to stop so I can clearly say happy spring.
Right, all right.
Great to have everyone. And we'll see you next week. We'll see you on next Wednesday, hopefully, for yoga. And if not, the Wednesday after for functional fitness.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye bye, everybody. Have a great day.